What is up, everybody? Oh, uh-oh. What's up, everybody? We're just going to roll with it. Looks like we got some issues getting onto YouTube. So we're just going to go with it today. Hope you guys are doing well. And here we are on the 19th episode of Why Invest Wednesday of 2021. So we're moving right along here. Another great week in the real estate world. I'm going to talk a little bit about my client who I got under contract first day out, first offer, and we got him under contract. And just a guy that grew up a couple blocks away from me, so we were always acquaintances, became friends in high school. We used to ride the school bus home together, so that was super cool. But he called me up and said, "Hey, I'm moving back to town and looking for a place." And so we connected him with the lender. He wanted to get into this situation, home ownership, prior to, so he didn't have to rent anymore. Didn't want to take a year to save, things like that. Maybe listen to a couple Why Invest Wednesdays. And we set out and we did it. He didn't have as much money as he needed for a normal conventional loan as far as, down payment and closing costs and things like that. So we resorted to some down payment assistance programs, got him all pre-approved. He does have good credit, he and his wife, and we got him approved and we're set out on this journey. And I said, okay, this might take a little bit of time, and kind of explain the market to him. And I mean, he's definitely the first FHA borrower I've been under contract with this year. And so we're going FHA, we're using down payment assistance. And a lot of people at that point, realtors that I've talked to lately, are just giving up, waving the white flag on those borrowers, which I've always thought was definitely not appropriate. I happen to love my FHA first time home buyers, and hopefully I do a good enough job, and I really work hard too, so that they will continue to be a part of my sphere moving forward. I want to, help them buy their first house using down payment assistance if needed, and help them buy their retirement home as we go. And that's definitely my strategy. And just so happens, very first time we're out, we just said, let's go look at some places, get a feel for some homes. We looked at 4 homes, and the fourth one, I believe, they liked. And so or actually it was the third one, I think. And they said, okay, let's make an offer on that. What's that look like? And I hadn't even had time to explain all that process to him throughout our showings. And I was like, okay, well, I called the listing agent. He said he didn't have any other offers. This was on a Monday morning. That was awesome. Great news. So we got to work on the offer, put things together, did a little research, found out that it had some polybutylene, which is a plumbing agent that was used in between kind of the copper and the PEX. Obviously, we still use copper, but it was something that was used. Lots of class action lawsuits against it. Basically, the copper fittings don't hold, and you have pipe bursts and things like that. This home has not had any issues over that time, but I knew that was a thing. So actually, I talked to the agent and said, "Hey, this is what we're thinking," And he's like, "Yeah, maybe they'd be willing to do a concession or get it fixed." I said, "This is why we're coming in at this price." So on. We went in a little over asking price. He did say he had another call at the time. So 24 hours went by. Our offer deadline passed, and I just said, "Okay, what's going on?" Checked in, kind of stayed on him. He said, "Well, I sent all the offers to the seller," and at that point, I was like, "Okay, well, there's more offers." And here we are. So we kind of said, okay, well, let me know if there's anything we can do, and go from there. So we did that, and we went through it all, and eventually The agent got back to me. He's like, yeah, we had offers, some higher than yours, some a little, whatever, had a little more money. But at the end of the day, we liked your offer the best. It was written as well as it could be. And I don't think I can get it appraised for as high as those other offers are. So we're going to go with yours. And I was like, okay. So I'm thinking back here. Okay, we have an FHA buyer. We have down payment assistance. And now we're under contract. We beat offers that were higher than us just because of how we wrote the offer and, the timing or whatever it may be. Something in that offer, they chose us. So super cool. Great feeling for me and for my clients, and just a lesson to all the realtors out there. No matter what, you gotta work the grind. Sometimes you take on things that will appear to be a project and it's a quick close, and obviously we're a long way from closing, but I think that with the information that we have and that we are pretty excited about possibly being able to be under contract and going that route. So super excited for my buyer, and just goes to show you, and this goes for everyone out there, whether they're brand new to the real estate market, young first-time home buyers, don't know anything. I aim to educate and work people through the system as far as, so they understand process by process. This one happened a little quicker than even I thought was possible, but super excited for those buyers and agents out there. If you don't want to work with those first-time home buyers, send them my way. I'd be happy to work with them. I love every homeowner the same, whether they're buying a $5 million house or a $50,000 house. I'm going to help them out and help them achieve home ownership. So FHA, down payment assistance, under contract. Ultimately, my client is going to save $50,000 over the next year. Obviously, they'll have a mortgage and not rent, but they're going to be paying their principal down. They're going to be building wealth towards their own wealth, as opposed to the landlords or somebody who owns the home, and paying their own mortgage and starting that out. And this probably won't be a forever home for them. So we're going to build equity over the next 2 to 5 years. We're going to stay in touch, and we're going to pull the trigger when the time's right for that move up home. And I would hope they're forever clients as we proceed through this deal. So let's switch it over a little bit, talk a little sports. The Nuggets and Avs are headed to the playoffs, so we'll see how that goes. The Avalanche, big game tonight, I believe. Got to win the next 2 against a far inferior opponent to be the best team in the NHL. Home ice advantage all the way through. And Jake, thanks for hollering back, buddy. And but yeah, that's super exciting time. The Nuggets, on the other hand, kind of sitting in that 3 seed. It's a little bit different. You got the big bad Lakers sitting down there, and this year there's 10 teams that are going to make the playoffs, and the last 4 get a play in. So we'll see how that works, and we'll go from there. Super excited to see I would imagine that Nikola Jokic is going to be the MVP. If he's not, then something's seriously wrong in the world. So super cool to have that. Wish we had Jamal Murray back there to maybe make a run at this, but we'll see how it goes. Currently sitting at the 3 or 4 seed, I believe, in the West. So check that out. Newsflash, everybody in Colorado that has cable will be able to watch the games, not illegally streamed. I'm not sure who might be doing that, but I just listen on the radio every day, and it's great. And to actually see a visual, it's going to be great to see the national broadcast and not have to be torn in the middle of the Comcast altitude or Dish Network altitude fiasco. So there's that. So that's positive. And the last thing is, I want to ask you guys a question for this Kentucky Derby scandal here. What happens if we have a disqualification like 2 weeks after the fact and you lost millions of dollars? Sorry about that. And you lost millions of dollars on, say you picked the next guy who got second place and you had him for first. You lost all that money. And then what do? You rip up the ticket, throw it away. And I mean, are the casinos gonna value that? If you won big money on the cheater, are you gonna go take your money back to the casino? who knows? It's crazy. So much money, so much implication on this cheating deal. So let me know what you think. I mean, ultimately, I would imagine the casinos are just going to leave it as it is. But just a question to ask yourself. And if you're into sports gambling, maybe you know the answer to that. So hope you have a great day. Congratulations to my buyers. Super excited. If you are thinking, or someone you know is thinking about trying to get out of that rental cycle and wants to try and purchase a home, I'd be happy to talk to them, consult them, and who knows, maybe they'll be under contract next week if we get out there and look. So talk to you guys later. Thanks for commenting. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.